Hi everyone, and welcome to my video on pageant walking fundamentals. This video is all about how to walk confidently on stage in a feminine way that shows off your lines and also looks flattering to the judges. Every single walk starts with posture. You want to start by imagining that you are up against a wall. So you can find yourself an actual wall, and you want your booty, the backs of your shoulder blades, the bony parts that stick out, you want those tucked in, the backs of your shoulders, and the back of your head up against this wall. This is how you want to stand on stage at all times. So if I step away from the wall, I have to keep that posture. Imagine that this wall is with you at all times on stage. It might feel like you're compensating by moving back a little bit, but that's because we have all generally gotten used to hunching and slouching forwards. Yep, too much texting. So you want to think about really elevating your posture and having this like straight line down your back. You also want to smile on stage at all times. You don't have to have the same big plastered fake smile the entire time. You want it to be a genuine smile. And if you're on stage for 20 seconds, you might spend 5 seconds of that with a huge smile, another 7 seconds with a medium smile, and then the remaining 8 seconds kind of between a flirty look and a closed mouth smile. Like, you can kind of decide how you want to smile. I'm linking to my video on how to smile for your pageant right here. In addition to smiling, you also want to maintain eye contact with the judges. Eye contact with the judges allows you to establish that connection, and you want to kind of keep your eye contact for as long as possible. There's so much nonverbal communication in a pageant. Eye contact, the way you smile, and how you stand is so very important. In teaching beginners how to walk for a pageant, one common mistake is not loosening up your hips. So do these exercises here. This feels very like an 80s workout, but this is literally the part of your hips that you need to liberate and move when you're walking. Runway models have it down. You really want to have a freedom and range of motion in the way you move your hips. Okay, like this. Hip. So this is a great warm-up for your pageant walk, is just to straighten and bend each leg and to really sit your weight into each hip. These muscles are what you're going to want loosened up when you do your pageant walk. Before you start walking, you want all of your weight in your back leg, nothing in your front leg. Something helpful to visualize how to walk is to think about an S pattern, like a snake that's weaving its way through the grass. Your legs want to follow this S shape. An S shape that you can form with your legs, and it will naturally guide your hips to walk in sort of a feminine way. See the S? Now, I was really exaggerating it. If you mellow it down, this is what it'll look like. Walking in this S shape will actually keep your legs together. If you don't keep your legs together, you'll end up walking kind of like a truck driver. Not cute. In addition to your legs following this S pattern, your shoulders will naturally move in reaction to that, in opposition too. My shoulders are having sort of a corresponding movement. So it's not like it's totally still. You see how it's open? My shoulders are all open. Eye contact, right? Behind the judges. Okay, so once you're done walking, you're transitioning to a pose. Let's talk about hands really quickly. First of all, remember that your hips are down here and your waist is here. Even though we tell you to put your hands on your hips, in pageants, what that really means on stage is put your hands on your waist. If your hands are on your hips, it's too far down. It actually makes your torso look short and your legs look stubby. See what happens to my proportions when I raise them up? By raising them up, especially finding the smallest part of my waist here, it makes my legs look a lot longer. So when your hands are on your hips, make sure to find the smallest part of your waist. Something else you want to do is bend and break your wrist here. You want to create that angle here. This makes you look like C-3PO from Star Wars. This makes you look like a queen. When you have your hands on your hips and your wrists are down, you You can also pop your booty a little bit just to accentuate that natural curve. Another thing to watch out for are your fingers and your hands when you're walking. Sometimes nerves will manifest themselves in their fingers, and your hands can kind of subconsciously signal to the judges that you're not very comfortable. So you have to really relax those fingers and those hands. You don't want any energy going through them at all. If you struggle with your hands kind of moving this way while you walk, just remember to walk like a politician. How would a female leader walk? Hands are usually right by her sides, maybe the inner pads of both middle fingers lightly brushing against thigh. Think about that and channel that while you're walking. Once you've gotten this walk down, make sure to wear the heels that you plan on wearing with your dress on stage. In my earlier beginner video that I'm linking right up here, I talk about wearing shoes that you're comfortable in. Well, once you're graduated to your actual heels, make sure you actually practice in those same heels that you plan on wearing for your evening gown, for your fitness competition, for your pageant. You want to find good rhythm. Depending on your area of competition, for swimsuit or anything fitness related, that'll probably be a faster beat. You're going to want to walk faster. For evening gown, that's usually a little bit more mellow. You're going to want to walk slower. So you want to match the beat of the music. During rehearsal, just watch the coach, watch the choreographer, and make sure to walk on beat. Well, this has been the fundamentals of pageant walking. Thank you so much for joining me. Please check out my other videos on posing, turns, and transitions. See you there. Bye.